Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steve was banging on Jerry's flat door and shouting welcome as John arrived. Steve moved aside so John could use his foot to slam open the door. But Jerry was gone from the flat, having reportedly escaped through an unlocked window. After the call, John observed an error message on a beeping printer, which led to the discovery of a partially printed bus timetable that had been trapped in the device. Steve had called Jada, who had agreed to alert transportation authorities to be on the lookout for Jerry. Whitley was at the hospital when Kayla approached him, asking if anything was wrong. Whitley laughed nervously as Kayla said, "I just couldn't help overhearing that you feel like you're against the wall." Whitley asserted that Kayla had merely overheard someone contemplating resignation from their position. All thanks to Abe? After hearing more of the story, Kayla gave a summary that made Whitley even more anxious. Whitley disagreed to Kayla's too simplistic analysis of the matter and hurried out the door without even submitting the required paperwork to make his departure official or awaiting the creation of a final payment. Rafe's arrival at the Price apartment to pick up Lonnie made Paulina uneasy. Rafe said, "Even though I'm no longer the commissioner, I offered to supervise the move since I figured she'd find it simpler to work with someone she knows." Paulina acknowledged, "The trouble is, you're here, and she's not. That's not good. I mean, there's not much time for me to get her back before her furlough expires," Rafe said. Paulina said, "Maybe you should call her." Rafe reminded Paulina that she's a prisoner. She's not allowed to have a phone. After the burial, she just needed some alone time to gather herself at the park, Paulina said. Rafe followed Paulina to the last place Laney was seen, but nobody was there. "She must arrive on time," Rafe said, "or she would ruin her chances of receiving an early release." Paulina went off on Rafe, saying that if the police had found Abe, Lonnie wouldn't have even been granted a furlough in the first place. The outburst caused a panic attack. Paulina was taken directly to the hospital by Rafe. After she had calmed down, Paulina apologized to Rafe for her earlier outburst. In order to purchase additional time to look for Lonnie, Rafe called someone about the furlough and made up a story. The father-daughter reunion was made more difficult by Whitley's sedative, which Lonnie was relieved to discover Abe inside the King apartment. Abe was no longer lucid enough to understand what was going on, despite Lonnie's best efforts to make him understand, and the nurse interrupted the talk. While getting Abe ready for transfer, Lonnie yelled at Whitley. But the nurse quickly saw an opening and pounced with a syringe. "You won't get away with this, I tell you." Before fainting out at Abe's feet and collapsing, Lonnie manages to snap at Whitley. When Bell entered the police station and said that there had been an advancement in the investigation, Jada was in the process of obtaining a search warrant for the Demera estate. Jada found it upsetting to learn that Kristen would effectively be rewarded for having abducted a child, and Bell concurred. However, she surmised that much of the detective's annoyance may have actually been brought on by guilt about Rafe's dismissal. While alone in the Demera mansion's living room, Brady pulled a revolver on Kristen. "Since when do you possess a firearm?" Kristen moaned. "It's my father's." "And it's loaded," Brady said. Brady pushed Kristen up against a desk and said, "Where is Rachel hiding?" While stating that Rachel was in the hidden tunnels, Kristen attempted to grab a vase, but Brady stopped her and knocked it away. If Rachel's genuine hiding place wasn't revealed right away, Brady threatened to shoot Kristen by pressing the gun's barrel into her stomach. Just then, Rachel entered the living area and ordered Brady to leave Kristen alone. "You were going to murder Mommy." Brady hid the gun as Rachel exploded. Brady told Rachel, "I would never do that. I simply needed her to tell me where you were." Brady commanded Rachel to wait in the foyer before launching another attack on Kristen. "The only thing you still had was that I haven't told our little girl what kind of woman you really are. But that's over now. She's going to know everything now," I said. Brady forewarned, which prompted Rachel to come back and protect Kristen once more. "I want to stay here with Mommy. I don't want to go. As she was yanked away from Kristen and dragged outside the mansion, Rachel yelled at Brady. After gathering the remaining pieces of the custody agreement and taping them together, Kristen invited Bill to the mansion and begged for assistance persuading Brady to sign the paperwork. However, the lawyer refused after learning what had transpired. After confining the youngster to a bedroom at the Evans Black townhouse, Brady left with Rachel. Jada, who had heard about what had transpired at the Demira home, showed up a short while later. When she kidnaps our daughter, does she then report me to the police? Just as Rachel entered the living room again, Brady sputtered at Jada. I called the police, not Mommy. Rachel ran to Jada's side and yelled at Brady. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.